nationwide reports to us that those of you who suffer with allergies, not as good a report as we had for you earlier this week, because trees, in particular cedar trees, are now high, so you may have some problems with that. Also dust, of course, the windy conditions we had the last couple of days, coupled with the dry weather, has sent that in the high range. So warnings for cedar and dust, and also mold spores are moderate, but everything else low to none on weeds and grasses. Well, let's talk a little bit about temperatures and what should it be this time of year in November. You know, a lot of you have been wondering, is it supposed to be this cold? Well, no, not really. Average low this time of year should only be 44 degrees. We should be hitting 70 in the afternoon. Well below that, though, today. And tomorrow morning, we're probably going to break another record here in Midland, Odessa. 1951, we got down to 29 degrees. I think we'll beat that, though, because we're already getting a good start on it. All across West Texas, temperatures are tumbling underneath clear skies. There's no blanket of clouds to keep us warm like it is in Brownsville, where they're 57. But it's 35 in Amarillo, 41 in Hobbs, and 42 in El Paso. It's going to be quite chilly by the time you get up in the morning. Many of us are going to be in the 20s, upper 20s throughout the Permian Basin, down through the Davis Mountains. Outside of that range, most of you are going to be in the 30s, South Texas, in the range of 40s and 50s. But warmer weather is on the way. We're seeing a good block of high pressure build in across the western half of the country. Winds will start coming more from the southwest, and that indicates to us that temperatures will start to go up. That's what's going to happen. And so the weekend is looking very nice. Now, to the east, it's a messy situation. Here's the cold front that came through here, now stretched through the Gulf and back into the eastern half of the country. Snow around the Great Lakes and parts of the mountains of New Hampshire and Vermont, but otherwise, it's a fairly quiet picture. You can see the western half of the country on the national radar free and clear of any activity. All of it continues to be over in the east. Now, tomorrow, as I mentioned, plenty of sunshine all across the state. It's going to be traveling from 70 in El Paso to 74 in Brownsville, 59 in Amarillo. So a delightful day in Texas. Pecos, you'll be up to 74 degrees. Presidio, the warm spot at about 82. We're all going to be knocking on the door of 70 degrees, and that's going to feel quite nice after having a very chilly night tonight. So here's your forecast now. Plenty of sunshine for tomorrow. Warmer temperatures. I think most of us are going to be in that 70-degree neighborhood with southwest winds 10 to 15. Tomorrow night, big high school football night here. It's going to be clear, but not as cold. 39 by the time we get to Saturday morning. And the extended outlook, speaking of Saturday and Sunday, in the 70s. We will have some of the best weather of anywhere in the United States. Low humidity and mild temperatures for the weekend.
Sounds fabulous.
It will be, and lots of sunshine, too.
Thanks, Jack.
Well, next in sports, it's the biggest high school football game this season. Midland Lee versus Permian.
And Jay is next with the latest on preparations for the big matchup. Stay with us.
Question: where in Ector County can you go at any time, night or day, for emergency health care? Question: where in Ector County can you phone anytime with questions about health care for your child? Question: where in Ector County can you go to receive nationally recognized heart surgery? Answer: Medical Center Hospital, the primary health care facility for our families. Ector County Hospital District needs our support. Write a prescription for better health care. Vote for the hospital district on Tuesday, November 7th.
Affordable, and then we added friendly people. A great West Texas tradition to afford.
Experience a new standard of luxury and safety. The Ford Crown Victoria for $19.90. With an all-redesigned interior and the latest safety features at school.
Ford and affordable for over 50 years. A great West Texas tradition to afford.
You're watching Channel 9 News at 10 o'clock.
Breathe. Poor heaven, my baby's gonna be a breeze.
We do everything we can to make having your baby at Odessa Women's and Children's Hospital a healthy, happy family experience.
Oh, I wish I could have had little Alex for you.
You can't imagine how comforting that is to me.
Odessa Women's and Children's Hospital. You'll want to call us your hospital.
It's time to discover the item of the week for the Making It to Mexico Scavenger Hunt sweepstakes. Just bring the item or the name of the item written on a 3x5 index card to Pizza Hut to register. And you could win a 7-day, 6-night trip to Cozumel, Mexico. Compliments of Stover's Presidente Hotel, American Airlines, Pizza Pizza Hut and Channel 9. This week's item of the week is piñata. Bring the item or the name of the item on a 3x5 index card to Pizza Hut to register. And be sure to try our new Mexican pizza.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of hot shots getting ready. That's a great game.
Well, that's right. It's going to be a good game, and it's drawing a lot of interest. We've talked about this a little bit today, and I think you're going to really see it tomorrow. There are a lot of folks who wish they had tickets, and if they don't, they're going to be out of luck unless they live outside the country. Then they're going to see a good ball game. So we're going to tell you all about that. About 22 hours, the Premier Midland League Class will once again take to the field, as this one will decide the District 4-5-8 title race. Now, crews were busy setting up for tomorrow's live telecast today across the nation. Sports Channel America is doing the game, and they say they are treating this one just like a professional telecast.
The expectations of this, though, is going to be a difficult kind of project, but it's really turned out to be a different kind of an event. You know, after doing NFL and college football and things of that sort, coming and doing a high school football game, it has more of a local flavor, and it brings back a lot of memories for myself when I was playing high school football. And it also gets back to the roots, the essence of what football is all about.
You heard that the Permian-Lee rivalry was probably the best rivalry in all of Texas. And we wanted to capture that for a national audience. We wanted to give them a flavor of what West Texas football was all about.
Friday night, we'll pit Midland High and Odessa High. Now, the pair has got to be feeling like Rodney Dangerfield getting no respect this week through the Permian League matchup. Broncos could go 4-2 with a win with district season, with a win on Friday night.
We're going to have to play and play quite well. We need to perform both offensively and defensively, but if we could see our way clear to win this ball game, the last district game of the season, it would enhance our season record, and we're certainly going into it expecting to win.
We've enjoyed it every week. You know, there's been some times where we've had some mental breakdowns, but overall, you know, we've had a good season. We've never gave up. You know, that's what's so good about this team. You know, we're going to miss these guys, or I'm going to miss these guys after football season. It's going to be tough.
Well, of course, have more on Friday night's matchups coming up for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. All right, some of the top junior college basketball players in the state and the nation are in town this weekend for the annual Chef Classic preseason hoop tournament at Midland College. Defending champion Jacksonville won earlier today to advance. Tonight, the host team, the number 12 rated Chaps, hosted Wilson Optical. This is the top AAU team. We go out to Chap Center where they were hoping to do some dances tonight as they opened up the Classic. Early on, as freshman Ron Johnson at the point. He would drive in, pass, then he gets the dish. Calvin Akeen, he gets that one to fall. Chaps are up 21-14. But back would come Wilson Optical. Jeff Williams, formerly of New Mexico State, misses. But Fred Reynolds there was there to stick it in. He played at UTEP, by the way, Chaps by 7. Later is Johnson again from outside. He cans it. Chaps are up 25-18, rather, after 1. Another man who was hot outside was former Andrew star Jim Bice. He cans a three-pointer there. Chaps, though, they had a tough time tonight. They lose the opener 97-92. They play at 2 o'clock tomorrow against Murray State. By the way, the other game, the OC Wranglers went on the road tonight. They're at the New Mexico Junior College Tournament. They win that one 78-76 over Alvin. Beginning tonight here on Channel 9, we'll help area fishermen with the Channel 9 Fishing Report. It's a rundown of area lakes and what's biting out there, the fish you can get. Now, we picked up a handful of the West Texas lakes. We're going to run down some of the conditions for you. Amistad is one of the hot lakes this time of year. 72 is the current temperature of the water. The level's down a little bit, about 6.5 feet, but black bass are fair. Striper are fairly good at the dam. The crappie are slow. Catfish are good in 50 to 100 feet of water. Colorado City is at 70 degrees temperature. It's about 7 feet below. Nasworthy, Twin Buttes, OC Fish are about the same. They're all a little bit low this time of year, and fishing, they say, is very good there. So if you're looking at going, you may want to get out and see what happens there. Lake Spence, though, it's down quite a bit. You see there, 32 feet is the level. It's down 68 degrees of temperature, though that's not a bad lake. Black bass are fair. Striper is slow. Crappie are slow. White bass are slow. Catfish, they say, are fair. So if you're going out this weekend, do be careful out on the area lakes, but it looks like it might be a good weekend if you want to do some fishing. Again, Permian Midland League matchup coming up tomorrow. We're going to run that down for you again tomorrow at 5 and 6. A lot of games around the area. We'll run those down as well. All right, thanks a lot. Okay.
Well, November has blown in some awfully cold winds.
Sure has. And meteorologist Jack Thurston